It's been a hot minute. It is pretty nasty today. It was warm. It's like 60 something degrees, especially for a December day. But crazy part is it's supposed to snow tomorrow. We'll see. But it was warm. The participation, and it's raining. It's just crazy. So hi everybody. I know it's been like forever since I've uploaded a video. Well, not really. The last video I uploaded was probably like a week ago, I think. And it was with my PCOS blood work. Now, out of that, just a continuation from that, I'm going to jump right into it. She said, my endocrinologist said that my thyroid was slightly or mildly underactive. So she put me on thyroid medication, a very, very small dose. It's like a micro dose. It's like 0.00025 of a dose. I take one pill a day. I normally take it in the morning because there's kind of restrictions on the pill. You have to limit your intake of dairy because dairy can block the absorption of the medication. You got to take it on an empty stomach, and you can't eat for at least 30 minutes to an hour after it's taken, which is kind of weird. But that's what I do. I do it first thing in the morning. Every day I get up, first thing in the morning, I take those pills on an empty stomach, and it has to be with a full glass of water. Now, it may not be a full 8 ounces of water, but I do pretty much try to drink a lot of water when I take that medication. And so far, I've been on it now for 20 days. Since the 20th or the 21st of November. So for 20 days, I've been on that medication, and I can't really say that I see anything changing. I will say that my OPKs are like strictly negative, like completely negative. Now, cycle update wise, I do believe, I don't know really what to believe. Now, with that being said, I don't know. OvalSense stated that I did ovulate. It stated I ovulated. I have 2 ovulation dates. One of them was November the 13th. The other one was, I believe, 3 days off, November the 10th. Now, obviously, it was a temp shift in my chart, which is how it indicated that I ovulated. But realistically, I don't know what happened because I'm not pregnant. I have not had a cycle. And my chart was a typical, and when I mean typical, I mean legitimately typical. I had my pre-O temps. I had my shift, my temp shift for show ovulation. I had my raised temps for like 12 to 13 days. And then my temperature plummeted, like literally plummeted. And I'm going to insert the pictures of my chart. Now, my trial of OvalSense that came with the device ended the 6th of this month, of December. So I no longer have the OvalSense. I have the monitor. But once I'm TTCing again, I'm going to go ahead and pay for my charting software that you have to pay for when it comes to OvalSense for some reason. Okay, hold on, people. Yeah, the rain is starting to speed up, and anybody knows, I'll say it all the time, I hate driving in rain. I really do. But anywho, yeah, I'm still currently in the same cycle. I'm actually probably cycle day 50 or going close to cycle day 60. So I have started progesterone. I started progesterone yesterday. So I'm going to do it for 5 days. And after the 5 days is up, my cycle should come down 2-3 days after. So I'm looking for my AF to start around Tuesday, which is fine.
Yo, Tim, man, what's the jump on right here, man?
Okay. Which is fine for me. Hold on, let me cut this down. Because it should not do that. So I did it specifically that way because I have, a few engagements coming up the weekend. And I'm fine with it. I do want it to come. I did place a new order for medication, for meds. I got more Clomid. I still have some left, but I got some more just in case. I got another 3 boxes of trigger shots. And this time I have estradiol. Now, estradiol is basically estrogen. And it helps build the lining. And I got that to add that in there to maybe different. Now, to be perfectly honest, it's possible. I don't understand how it can be possible to ovulate and not have a cycle. My only thing is maybe my body tried to ovulate and it didn't. I may have triggered too early, which is probably it. I probably triggered too early and the egg wasn't mature enough. So this time, I'm legitimately, that was odd. I'm going to wait until I get a positive ovulation test. Because I read so many reviews of you trigger on your positive, you trigger on your it's just so much. So you know what? I'm going to do what I believe works for me. And I'm going to trigger on my positive OPK. So, yeah, it's some words in there. So, yeah, I'm going to trigger on my positive ovulation test versus triggering on the as close as I can get it to be positive. What else? I don't know. It's just, I'm getting frustrated. The first thing that came to mind was, I got my prolactin level fixed. Now it's the thyroid. And it's probably, to be perfectly honest, it's most likely that the low prolactin level, because it was under normal for a female, under normal, could have messed up the thyroid. So, that's what I'm going with. Because I don't want to get all frustrated and all that other kind of stuff. Because, TTC is stressful. And I have a lot of things. I have a lot of things to tell y'all about. Like, so much has changed since the last few weeks. Please, car, come on, let's across the street. Hold on, ladies, I'm just trying to make it home safe by the grace of God. Because it's getting darker and darker and darker. And I'm trying to make it in before it's too dark. And it's just nasty out right now. It wasn't this nasty earlier. The wind was blowing. It was 60 degrees. It was nice. It was so nice. They actually had the back door open at the doctor's at my office, letting the air come in. Because it was so nice outside, which is, again, it's weird for Delaware. But anyway, I've had a lot of things change. But, that's my cycle update. I'm currently on progesterone again to try to get my cycle to come down. Which, like I said, should be here next week. Now, the cycle that's coming for December, I will not be TTCing on. Or at least I can't say I'm going to be not trying, but also not preventing. And what I mean is I'm basically going to try to go on and just see how my body responds and works on its own with being on the medication that I'm currently on. It will be on for about close to a month then, just to see what happens. I will probably take an ovulation test here and there because, like I said, I'm not going to be trying. I'm not going to be preventing. I'm not going to be temping. I'm not going to be using my Ovosense. I'm not going to be taking any medications other than my prescribed medications, which is my maintenance meds and thyroid meds. So I'm going to just see what happens. The next cycle, yes. The next cycle for January cycle, I will be TTCing on. But for December, I'm just going to let December ride out. and see what happens, and just go from there. In other updates, I had a tragic loss, and it's still hard for me to talk about because it's really, honestly, still seems, it feels weird to even say it, but I know that she's gone because I went to her funeral. I lost my best friend. Well, I'm saying I lost one of my best friends. And I would iterate that life is short. And I say that because literally I had messaged her. She messaged me, asked me what I was doing. And, I told her I wasn't doing anything. And I asked her what she was doing. And then Saturday, the 9th, she called me that evening. And I was like, oh, I'll call her back tomorrow. Because I seen it on the voicemail. I seen it on the call ID. But I didn't feel up for it, to be honest. I didn't feel up for talking. So I was like, oh, I'll call her tomorrow. And so tomorrow came, and it was so busy. And I was just like, she usually calls me after church. I was just wondering what was going on. Mind you, I just said I was supposed to call her. So I was like, oh, that's fine. So Monday came, I get a phone call. It was an associate of mine, and she was telling me, she was like, have you heard about your friend? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what do you mean what have I heard about her? Like, I talked to her Friday, and I know she called me Saturday, but I didn't get a chance to speak with her. I didn't answer because I didn't feel like talking anything. I was just explaining everything to her. She said, oh, you don't know that she passed away. I said, what are you talking about? Passed away? Like, you guys, she told me to go on Facebook. So I went on Facebook, and I do have a Facebook page, but I'm not really active on Facebook, only because I'm trying to steer away. Because I'm on there every once in a while. I'm just trying to still steer clear of a lot of things pregnancy related, because it is, to be honest, starting to get to me. It legitimately is, and it's not nobody's fault. Nobody did it. It's just that I get into my feelings because I feel like it's hard. It really can be hard emotionally on you when all that you would like to do is to get pregnant, not have no complications, not lose a baby, and go on to have a healthy baby, healthy pregnancy, and to grow your family with no issues. But the truth of the matter is, that's not my case. That's not the case for me. So I can't be mad at anybody else that can just get pregnant, go on to have a baby with no problem, or just get pregnant. So I just try to steer clear of a lot of things pregnancy related on Facebook, because it does hurt my feelings sometimes. And I'm not hurt. I'm not upset for them. I'm just hurt for myself, because this is like, this was my fear. Anybody want to know what my fear was? My fear was it taking the same amount of time it took to conceive my daughter successfully. Which, if you've been following me for a while, or if you have not, I took unprescribed fertility medications and injections, and I conceived my daughter. So this is nothing that's new to me, taking medications and things like that. It is what it is. This is what I have to do. But anyway, I just went off on a little rant on that. I lost her, and I took it hard. I took it real hard. because I felt as though maybe there was something I could have did, something I could have said, something I could have heard that could have saved her or stopped. I'm not sure. As far as I know, I was told it was a malfunction of her heart valve. And there was pretty much nothing that could have been done. Excuse me. And her funeral was actually 2 weeks ago. No, yeah, about 2 weeks ago. Her funeral was 2 weeks ago. And I believe when I went to her funeral, it helped me bring closure. Because I know she was in a better place. I know she was no longer in pain. I know she was no longer suffering, no longer worrying, no longer stressing. And she looked peaceful. Her homegoing service was beautiful. And again, it's not like I can't talk to her. You know, she's a spirit now. She's the angel in the heavens above. So I know she can hear me. I know she knows how I feel. I will say I did call her phone. And I recorded her voicemail so I can, hear her voice. There'll be no way that I will lose her voice. And if needed to be, if I feel as though I needed to call her to talk to her, I will call, replay the recording over my phone and leave an air message to her, basically. It may sound weird, but I'm also planning on writing her a letter. So I'll be able to, get everything out. Because like I said, I was truly hurt behind it. Okay, does this bus have a stop sign? There you go. There's a bus in front of me, and I stop on the yellows. I don't wait till the stop sign comes out, because I've seen so many news where people ran stop signs and killed innocent children, which is so sad. I'd rather just stop before the sign comes out to make sure that everybody's safe. So that loss took a lot out of me. But I think about it every day. I still look back on the messages. Is it gonna go? Okay, well, I guess you let me go. Thank you. I still look back on her messages. I still look back at her text messages and just realize how short life is. She talked to me. We messaged Friday. She called me Saturday, and she was going Sunday. Literally Sunday. That's how it went. I am still floored. Legitimately, I'm still floored. You have no idea. But, I know her family. I wish her family, my condolences. She was my best friend. And I loved her. She was my sister. She was my sister. I'm actually going to get a tattoo of her initials with the infinity sign and the word sisters inside the infinity sign. So, yeah. But that was one big thing I've been dealing with in my life. And actually today makes it a month that she's been gone. Makes it a month since she's passed away. But you couldn't have put your headlights on earlier, so I knew you was turning. I wouldn't have to wait for all this traffic to come. But it's okay, it happens. I could have went, but my depth perception is off, and I don't know how far back people really are. All right, thank you. So yeah, that was one huge change, and another change is I'm getting married. Yeah, you heard that right. I am getting married. That's still crazy for me to believe as well. But nothing has really changed. I am still with Shania's father, and he officially asked me to marry him. And of course, if I'm saying I'm getting married, you know that I agreed. I said yes. And I'm extremely excited. I don't really know how to plan everything. And it also makes me feel sad that physically she's not here to be a part of my wedding. But I know spiritually, I know she's there. I know she's happy. I can just hear her little remarks and what she'll be saying. I just miss her voice. I don't want to start crying because I'm going to get ready to, to stop talking about her, because, you can tell my love for her was deep. And it's still hard to believe that my baby's gone. It really is. But, unfortunately, life, that's life. So, yes, I'm getting married. Do I have a date? The date was supposed to be, hold on one second. The date was supposed to be, I do not like this road. Ladies, if I'm going off subject, it's only because I really do not like driving in the rain. And the rain is getting heavy, and it's getting a little bit more harder for me to see. That's why I'm trying to talk, because when I talk, I'm calm. Here we go. Now we're good to go. It's starting to, it comes heavy, then it slows down, but yeah. So basically, with that being said, I don't know anything. The one person that don't know is Shania, and I'm gonna tell you why. I want to surprise her. I want to actually do an engagement photo shoot to show her, to tell her that we're getting married. And I want her facial expression, because that's going to be something that I would love to have forever. And that's why she doesn't know. I have no idea about a wedding and ordering dresses, and oh my gosh, it's not going to be a big wedding. I will let y'all know it's not going to be big, because my family is not from this state, and even though he has family here, most of his family is not from the state. We've been together for a very long time, so to most people it's like, well, about time, which is understandable, because I did stay with him through a lot of bullshit, excuse my French, that some females, women, however you want to call it, wouldn't have did. And I can't front, I did. But I realized that when he had that heart attack, I realized how much love I still have for him, even though he got on my last daggone nerves. Because when a man is sick, it's totally different than when a female is sick. He got on my last damn nerves. Yes, he did. But I realized how much I still had love for him, and I couldn't. It was hard for me to see him like that, and how serious life can change in literally an instant. You're here one day, you're going the next. Okay, I guess they're gonna get mad at me because I do not like this light. At least nobody's behind me. Okay, well then I'm just gonna be sitting here because with this light I can't tell how far cars are. I don't know who's turning and who's coming straight, so I'm gonna just wait. Safety over. Sorry. Now I could have went that one, but I'm good. I'll wait it out. Yeah, so it's planning going on. I know. I'm pretty sure as you seen me talking, you seen my engagement ring, and I'll probably put pictures in of it as so people can see it. I fell in love with the ring when I first seen it. I can't lie, I legitimately fell in love with my ring when I first seen it. And I'm pretty excited. I'm happy. So, as far as the wedding date, like I said, it was supposed to have been the 1st of the year, but the only reason why I wanted to change it is because it's so much that's going on. I started to get stressed out, not knowing, what to do, not knowing where to get my daughter dressed from, where to get my dress from, and then we gotta pay for the marriage license. And I'm gonna be honest, I planned on doing it at the courthouse. I wanted a photographer for pictures, so it's like with all that intel, I know some people can just get married quickly, but I have a vision of how I would like it to be. And it may not be a multi-millionaire wedding like, of course, I wishing for. But it's going to be special for me. The third life turn of events is my job officially offered me part-time position. And I'm happy because if anybody knew, I got the position as a relief. Relief is only as needed. Relief also do not receive benefits. So basically, my hours really wasn't guaranteed. If she didn't need me, I didn't work. With being part-time, I have benefits. I have guaranteed hours. I can accumulate PTO. And that's just it. And your girl is happy. I ain't gonna lie. The Lord has been opening up so many doors in the past few months. I'm just floored. I mean, not even the past few months. Lord forgive me. It's the past year. This whole year, the Lord has showed me, and I don't even understand. I don't understand how I'm worthy of everything that He's given me. I praise His name. I give Him all the glory, because I am telling you, if anybody would have told me, right now, matter of fact, somebody did tell me this. Hint, hint, I know who you over. She did tell me this. And I busted out laughing. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, that would be nice, but I know it ain't happening. Lord has ways of letting you know what's coming or what's on its way. I just feel very, very blessed, because I can't tell you. And ever since he had that heart attack, he's done a complete 360. When I mean complete 360, honey, I mean complete 360. This man has quit smoking cigarettes, and he has been a heavy smoker for 15 years. 15 plus years, matter of fact. Oh, Lordy. So, alright, ladies, I just now made it home. I'm about to put on my coat and run in this house. Well, yeah, like I said, he's done a complete 360, and I'm so proud of him. I really am, because, if you'd have told me half the things that he's doing now that he was going to be doing, I would have laughed at you. I'm like, that man ain't doing nothing different, because he's stuck in his ways. And a lot of people said the same thing, that he's stuck in his ways. But you know what? With God, all things are possible. Hey. So, alright, ladies, I'm going to get out of here. Talk to you later. Bye.